In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I use the indenting method to draw cat's whiskers and add fur texture to my drawings. I received quite a lot of comments asking how I create the whiskers in my drawings, and so I hope that this quick video is helpful to some of you. These are the tools that I used. I purchased mine from the range in the UK, and they were no more than a few pounds for a set of maybe 3 or 4. But if you look up clay tools online, you should be able to find them. They're invaluable for when I'm drawing pet portraits, especially when I'm drawing whiskers. So I'm going to begin by using the bigger clay tool. I've erased some of my stencil lines and I'm going to go straight in. So I'm holding it like a pencil and I'm using quite a firm pressure to literally indent the paper that I'm going to be working on, marking where the whiskers are in the drawing. I'm using a hot pressed watercolour paper here, which I find works really well with the indenting method. For finer hairs or whiskers, I use the smaller indenting tool in the same way, moving quite fast so that the lines that I'm indenting are nice and smooth and they look like the natural shape of a whisker. Okay, so here I'm just adding some shorter marks, just to add a little bit of detail to the tabby cat fur that I'm drawing. If you'd like a whole separate video on that, just let me know in the comments. Okay, so now I'm very lightly going over with a pencil the lines that I've just made with the indenting tools. So my pencil's moving in an opposite direction to the indented marks so that the pencil goes over the indented lines without adding pigment to the indented sections. And now you can see the indented lines become more visible as the paper around them is filled with pencil. I'm now beginning to layer my pencils to make up the background, still using a light pressure. And as you can see, this will really make the whisker marks stand out. Here I'm doing exactly the same thing, but I'm just beginning to build up the layers in the cat's cheek. Now I do want to start to burnish my paper and fill in the tooth a bit more, and so now I'm using a harder pressure with my pencil. I'm not shading over the indented lines anymore, but I'm working around them. Don't worry too much if some of the pencil goes into the indented lines, as I'll be going over them with a white pencil. I like to use quite a hard pencil for this bit, and so I would use either a Caran d'Ache Pablo or a Faber-Castell Polychromos white, rather than a Caran d'Ache Luminance, which is a bit of a softer pencil. My pencil is nice and sharp here, and I'm simply drawing over the lines that I indented at the very beginning. And to finish off, I'm going in between the whiskers with a dark sepia and Polychromos to make the whiskers stand out even more. And that is how I use the indenting technique to create whiskers and fur texture in my colour pencil drawings. I hope that you found this video useful, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more helpful colour pencil tutorials from me.